Welcome, everyone, to English Podcast with Jane, your little corner for learning English through real-life conversation. I'm Jane.
And I'm David. Okay, today's topic, positive thinking. And I have a lot of feelings about this one.
Good feelings or complicated feelings?
Both, honestly. Like, I used to think positive thinking just meant pretending everything is fine, smiling when things are bad, and I really did not like that idea.
I completely understand that, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. So today we want to talk about what positive thinking actually is, because I think it's very different from what most people imagine.
Yes, real talk, no fake smiles. That's the episode. Let's get into it.
So, David, let me start with a question. When you hear the words positive thinking, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Honestly, I think of those posters. The ones that say things like good vibes only, and someone is just smiling in the sun, and everything looks perfect. And I'm like, okay, but what about when things are actually hard?
Right, exactly. And I think that's where a lot of people get confused because real positive thinking, it's not about pretending. It's not about ignoring your problems or saying everything is fine when it really isn't.
So, what is it then? Like, how would you describe it?
I think of it as a gentle hope. It's more like a choice to look at life and believe that even in hard moments, there is something to learn. There's still a way forward. It doesn't mean the pain isn't real.
A gentle hope. Okay, I actually really like that. It sounds much more honest than just be happy. Because sometimes you're not happy, and that's okay. But you can still choose how you think about what's happening.
Yes, and I think the words we use, even just inside our own heads, they shape so much. Like if you wake up and the first thing you think is, today is going to be terrible, your brain kind of starts looking for evidence that that's true.
Oh, wow. That's actually a little scary when you think about it. Like, your thoughts are setting the filter for your whole day. If the filter is negative, everything looks darker. If the filter is a bit kinder, you start noticing different things.
Exactly. And this is something I love. I think of the mind like a garden. Your thoughts are like seeds. And if you keep planting negative thoughts, if you keep thinking, I'm not good enough, I always fail, those are like weeds. They grow and they take over.
And kinder thoughts are like flowers. Okay, I love this idea. So it's not that the weeds disappear completely, you can't just delete them, but you can choose to plant more flowers. Give the flowers more space. Water them.
Yes, that's it. And the thing is, when your thoughts change, your feelings change too. And when your feelings change, your actions change. It's all connected. Like, if I think I can try this, I feel a little more brave, and then I actually take the step.
That makes a lot of sense. Because I've noticed on days when I wake up and my first thought is something kind, like, okay, today I'll do my best, I actually do more. I'm more patient, I make better choices. It's like the whole day runs differently.
Right. And one thing that really helps with this is just noticing your thoughts. Not judging them, just noticing. Like, oh, there's a harsh thought. Is that really true? Would I say that to a friend?
Ooh, the friend test. That's a good one. Because honestly, I say things to myself that I would never, ever say to someone I care about. Like, I mess something up and I think, you're so stupid. But if my friend made the same mistake, I'd just say, hey, it's okay, try again.
Exactly. So the idea is try to be that supportive friend to yourself. Challenge the harsh voice. Ask it, is this actually true, or am I just being hard on myself right now?
I think this is something a lot of people need to hear because we're so used to being our own harshest critic, and we think that's normal. We think that's just how life is, but it doesn't have to be.
It really doesn't. And this connects to how we handle difficult moments too, because hard things happen. That's just life. But I think there's a really powerful shift you can make. Instead of thinking, why is this happening to me? You ask, what can I learn from this?
That's a big shift because why is this happening to me keeps you stuck, right? You're just sitting in the feeling. But what can I learn? That opens a door. It makes the hard moment feel like it has a purpose.
Yes, I like to think of difficult moments as teachers in disguise. They're not fun, they're not easy, but they teach you things about yourself, about your strength, about what you care about, that good times just can't teach you.
Teachers in disguise. Okay. I mean, looking back at some really hard periods in my life, I can see that now. At the time, I just wanted it to stop. But later, I realized those moments made me more patient, more empathetic, more resilient. I wouldn't take them back.
And I want to say something important here. Positive thinking doesn't mean you pretend the pain is not there. If something really hurts, you feel it. You let yourself feel it. Positive thinking is more about finding the strength to keep going, even while it hurts.
That's such an important point because I think some people hear positive thinking and feel like they're not allowed to be sad or angry. But that's not it at all. Feel the feelings. Just don't let them become the only story you tell yourself.
Beautifully said. And okay, practically speaking, how do you actually build this? Because it doesn't just happen overnight. It's like a muscle. You have to train it a little bit every day.
So, what does a training look like? Like real things people can do.
Simple things. Every day, think of 3 small things you're grateful for. Not big things, just small ones. A warm cup of tea, a message from a friend, sunlight through the window. And notice how that small habit slowly starts to change your lens.
Gratitude. Yeah, I started doing this and it felt a bit silly at first, honestly. Like, I'm grateful for my coffee, really? But after a few weeks, I noticed I started seeing more good things during the day. Like my brain got better at spotting them.
Yes, because you trained it to look. And another small thing, watch the words you use about yourself. Replace I can't do this with I can try. Replace I always fail with I haven't figured it out yet. Small word changes, but they really do shift how you feel.
And who you spend time with matters too, right? Like, I notice that when I'm around people who are always negative, always complaining, I start to feel heavier. But when I'm around people who are trying, who are curious, who find the good things, I feel lighter.
So much. The people around you, the things you watch, the things you read, they're all feeding your mind. So think about what you're feeding it. Give it good things, uplifting things, things that make you feel like growth is possible.
It's like you wouldn't eat bad food every day and expect to feel healthy. Same with your mind. Feed it well, and over time, it gets stronger. And I think that's the whole point, right? Small things every day. Consistency over perfection.
Always. You don't need to become a perfectly positive person overnight. Nobody is. You just need to take one small step today, and then another one tomorrow. That's how the garden grows. Okay, and now, word of the day. 5 words from today's conversation. These are really beautiful words, and I think you'll use them a lot.
5 words, and honestly, all 5 of them felt meaningful today. I'm ready.
Word number 1, perspective. Your perspective is the way you see or think about something, your point of view. For example, after talking to my friend, I saw the problem from a different perspective, and it didn't feel so big anymore.
Perspective. Yes, same situation, different perspective, completely different experience. This word does a lot of work.
Word number 2, resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover and keep going after something hard happens. For example, losing that job was painful, but it taught me a lot about my own resilience. I was stronger than I thought.
Resilience. Oh, I love this word. It sounds like what it means. Strong, bouncy, it comes back. I want more of this one personally.
Word number 3, gratitude. Gratitude is the feeling of being thankful, really noticing and appreciating the good things in your life. For example, I started a small gratitude practice. Every morning I think of 3 things I'm thankful for, and it really changed my mood.
Gratitude. And like we said, it feels small at first, but it adds up. Your brain genuinely gets better at finding things to be grateful for. Highly recommend.
Word number 4, reframe. When you reframe something, you choose to think about it in a new or different way. For example, instead of seeing the mistake as a failure, I tried to reframe it. I asked myself what I could learn from it.
Reframe. This is such a useful word. You're not lying to yourself, you're just like turning the picture a little, seeing a different angle. Same thing, new meaning.
And word number 5, inner voice. Your inner voice is the thoughts and words inside your head, the way you talk to yourself. For example, my inner voice used to be really harsh, but I'm learning to make it kinder, more like a supportive friend.
Inner voice. And honestly, most of us have never even stopped to notice what our inner voice sounds like. This episode made me think about that. It's worth paying attention to.
It really is. Okay, everyone, this week, try one small thing. Notice your inner voice. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Or when something hard happens, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Just one small step.
Plant one flower. That's all. You don't have to fix the whole garden today. One flower,